My Hero Academia One's Justice is a game based off of the popular anime series of the same name. Now, judging by the fact that I haven't seen the anime, 100% makes me qualified to review the game. So you can trust me 100% when I say that this game is meh. The story of this game takes place around halfway through the second season and then to halfway through the third, supposedly. It's because I intend to eventually watch the show, I'm not going to play it, so I'm just going to skip this when it comes to the review. Next is the characters. Well, you've got all the classic My Hero Academia characters, from Super Jesus to literally two different versions of the main character. Also, I'm going to assume that his name is Academia. I have no clue what the hell an academia is. Somebody please explain it, because until then, I'm going to assume that he is an academia. You also got classic characters like Totally Not Electric Yu-Gi-Oh! And female Deuce Martinez. Next, we're going to have to talk about the loading screens. Now, normally in a review, you wouldn't talk about loading screens, but due to the fact that 90% of my gameplay was a loading screen, I'm going to have to say that they obviously wanted me to see this loading screen, and it's a integral part of the game. So, how is the loading screen? Well, it's pretty adorable because Anti-Gravity Girl is in the corner, and it's actually adorable, but it gets old after you see it the 90th time while trying to go into settings. Next, we're gonna have to talk about the gameplay, the most important part. Now, it gets very, very laggy at times, although it's possible this is just a Switch version and it runs better at other versions, but because this was reviewed on the Switch version. We're not getting a second copy of this game, because it wasn't the greatest. Spoiler alert, I'm sorry. Anyway, it's basically just Pokken Tournament, so sort of Tekken, I believe. So, although I'd rather play Pokken Tournament, personally. It has these really cool super moves that you can do, and they're pretty entertaining to look at, but I'd rather just watch it than actually play it, because when you play it, you realize, it's okay. It could be much better, but it could also be way worse. Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite. Anyway, you can hit these guys into the walls, and what they do is their legs are sticking out. Although, most of the time, by the time you get to them, they're already out of the wall, rendering this completely useless. Also, I want to briefly talk about the graphics and customizations. The graphics are pretty good, pretty comic booky, so similar to what the show and the movie look like. So, also, there are a plethora of customizations, although I don't know if these are from the show or if these are just made up, but it's pretty cool. So, yeah. Currently, there are only a couple level packs and a DLC character, two technically. One of them's Academia, but it's shoot style, I think. It's free, so I'm not going to retract from that. But then you also get Flaming Guy. Now, Flaming Guy is pretty cool because you can instantly win by shooting fire. So, pretty much, if you want to be the best at this game, you play as Flaming Guy, because then you are the perfect player instantly. With all that said, I'm going to have to give My Hero Academia One's Justice 3 out of 5. Or at least that's what I would have said if they hadn't tried to dupe me. You see, in the anime, according to my brother, there is a guy who can shoot belly button lasers, and there's also a dog cop. These characters are not playable, and because these characters are integral to the experience of My Hero Academia, I'm going to have to give this game a negative 3 trillion out of 5, okay? You can't do this, okay? They're not even DLC. So, 0, negative trillion out of 5 is my final review. This game can burn in hell.